Um,
Excellent.
yeah, excellent. I think we're all good to go. So, hi everybody. It's Mary Nack with my Monday noon. This week in real estate. What's going on in Chicago real estate? My usual partner in crime is Wes. Of course, he's on vacation in Mexico. Sent me a beautiful
Love
picture
it.
pool that where they're staying. It's like, oh Lord, it's really gorgeous. I think they're in Cancun. I think that's what he told me. Is Cancun on Central Time? I don't know, but it,
Uh, Close. I think they're really close, like maybe like an hour or so off.
yeah, yeah. I wonder. Anyway, joining me today instead of Wes is my other partner in crime, Turquoise Cox. Turquoise is actually part of my team, the Nack team, and lives in East Garfield Park. And she and I did a tour about what was it, about 3 weeks ago, uh,
Yeah, just about.
of a mansion on the 2900 block of Washington. Right? Is that where it was? Yeah.
Yes.
One of my investors was actually approached to purchase his home. It was owned by I want to say the Community Investment Corporation had it had it owned they'd taken it back into foreclosure. I'm not sure they're the bank, but I think it was them. But she has contacts with them, and they've helped her with some of her financing on some of her other properties. She has quite a nice portfolio in East Garfield Park, and has used Community Investment Corp for some of that.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been really great to work with. Anyway, they approached her about this property and asked her if she would be interested in taking it on. It's a gorgeous mansion. I don't know. Do you know?
Huge.
Do you know whose house it was? Did she tell us? I wonder.
So, funnily enough, actually, my mom used to play at that house when she was a kid. It was owned by some doctor when she was a kid growing up over here on the west side, and she actually remembered like her mom and the other moms sitting in like the little carriage house above where the
Oh,
carriages would stop, watching them play in the yard. So I don't have the exact name, but definitely it's been a long time in the block in the area.
well, one of the things, and maybe Turquoise, you can pull up your photos that you got. Turquoise took like hundreds of photos, so we're clearly not going to show all of those. But one of the things that's so cool about this, it was built as a mansion, probably 1900-ish, I would say, give or take, and it's got some beautiful pieces still intact. Didn't have a lot of transfer of ownership, so many of the original features are still intact. But what's cool about this, and I wish Jovita could join us today. I had asked her to join us, but with the holidays, she's traveling and couldn't join us. Everybody's traveling but us. We're here working, but
How dare we stick by this winter?
that's right. So, but I know that with COVID, everybody's excited to be back to see family and whatnot. So I don't blame people one bit for leaving and traveling. But um, but
Let me go
anyway,
ahead and
what
share
I was what
those.
I was going to say is she actually was able to procure a TIF grant for half the renovation costs. And part of her stipulation for getting this money, it was that she had to turn it into a multifamily rather than a single
Hmm.
family, and include I think one or two, I'm not sure, affordable
Half
units.
the units are affordable.
Half the units are affordable. So, and she created this master um, suite, I would say, kind of a owner's unit on the top floor, but that's going to be one of that is not one of the affordable units, right? Turquoise.
No, that'll be the money maker. It's the
That'll be the money
showpiece
maker.
unit, which I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I have my pics up.
Yeah. Why don't you go
In
ahead and do that? Let's show some pictures of this place.
Alrighty, so I just gotta move this. Nope, go away screen. Just need to change which window I'm in now. Sorry, it's doing that thing where it starts like moving around and I just need the one underneath it. There we go. So
Ah,
here's the pics I took of it, but we can start with that gorgeous, just when you walked
yeah.
in that front
Do
area,
you have a, oh yeah, oh wow, look at that.
just that molding and everything, just all of that she's
Are you able
keeping.
to make it full screen, make it bigger,
Oh,
or?
yes. Should be able to. Let me just move us over. Ah, no, where did you go?
uh,
Alrighty.
I think you disappear when you make it full screen.
Oh, well, that would make sense,
That's
but I don't care. Like, I still want it bigger, of course. Should be able to.
maybe that little plus sign down there.
Yeah, let's. Oh no, that's highlight a area to
Oh,
comment.
okay. All right.
So that might be as big as it goes right now. But I do have these all on my Instagram as well.
Ah,
Turquoise Real Estate Chicago. So you're able to peruse them there.
show the, yeah. Well, let's just start at the, let's just start and flip through them quickly,
Okay.
and let's see. Yeah, you can see it's in quite a state of disarray, but so many of the original features are intact. Zoom
Yeah.
in on the spindles on the staircase and the newel post a little bit. I mean, it is like so gorgeous.
Just that kind of detail. And
Yeah.
she's going to have all of these sourced and redone to match so
Mhm,
that this keeps. And this is going to be where people walk into the building. So this
mhm,
is the common space. Just walking into that's going to be gorgeous.
mhm, mhm. Well, it'll be gorgeous once it's done, right?
Yes. February, supposedly.
But yeah, this will be kind of like a common entry area. Go ahead to the next one, Turquoise, if you can.
Alrighty. So that's one of the fireplaces.
Yeah, zoom in on the tile. Yeah, and that tile is the original glazed tile, right? And you can see the detailing of the posts on either side of it. And scroll down a little bit, and you can see the coal brazier in there is still intact too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dark. Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit. There we go. That should help a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just, and all of that she's keeping, like
Yeah.
just that detail. And I
Yeah.
think it was what almost every unit had a fireplace in
Yeah.
it.
Well, the house was built probably in an era before there was such a thing as central heating. So a fireplace would be how you'd heat the room. And that's why the bedrooms tended to be small, because the bedrooms, oh yeah. Just start flipping through them, Turquoise. We
Definitely.
caught,
That window. We hope that she saves with maybe some
yeah.
stained glass.
Yeah, she's planning on that. I mean, one of the things that's cool about Jovita is that when she does these renovations, she doesn't do the vanilla box thing. She tries to keep these features intact as much as possible, and bring in new features that as required, are complementary and
Yeah.
whatnot. So yeah, go ahead,
Okay. So this is from one of the bathrooms where she said she was trying to keep the original tile.
Yeah, it's got the original subway tile, and the detailing is, and it'll clean up. I mean, I know it doesn't look like much, but it'll clean up really beautifully.
Yeah. The
Somebody,
tub, I don't remember if she said she was keeping the tub, so I think that's why I kind of cropped it when I was taking the photo.
some of those nasty, somebody took out the original and put in some nasty something there.
Cutting corners somewhere. They
Yeah.
didn't have appreciation for the art. Oh, this is in the basement. She's going to turn this into like a dog wash
Oh, that's
station.
right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So this was in the basement and it still had that huge like industrial sink.
Mm,
And I remember she said she was going to keep that too and actually push it up against the wall where like the laundry will be as well. So
mhm,
it's kind of like an all-in-one cleaning mudroom station.
mhm, mhm.
And that door at the back.
Oh yeah, this actually is a steel door. It's like, it is so heavy. It's this heavy lead door or something, or clad with lead, and it goes out into the alley. It's actually
Yes.
between the coach house
The garage.
and the garage, right? Yeah. Yeah. So there is actually, yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Just
Like a ramp.
beautiful.
Did you get a picture of the ramp? And it's like, because
No.
no, okay, because it's kind of cool. And we don't know that because part of the house, there's a portion of the house that was added on in the 30s or maybe the late 20s, some mid 20s maybe. They did a great job of matching the brick, so it's hard to see. It's got the same kind of this, whatever you call this brick, this vanilla brick.
Hmm.
And but it was a speakeasy because it was the era of prohibition, and they were running a speakeasy, and we suspect that this is where they brought the liquor in because there's like this ramp coming in off the alley where they could
With a divot for a wheelbarrow.
exactly, they could wheel in the wheelbarrow with the kegs or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of
I
cool.
just it's the details like this that you just don't find anymore either. Like the people want this kind of like architectural detail that's so specific and it's just there. And it's to the alleyway of all
Oh,
things.
this is the back of the house. So you can see it's,
Yes.
and actually this section to the right, where the little balcony is, that's the speakeasy part. And underneath there is a porte cochere where the cars would pull up. And there's a staircase there that takes you right up in there. So you don't have to go into the main part of the house, right?
Oh.
I think,
Yeah, I think it was to the balcony or somewhere
yeah, or
there was a
something like that. There
staircase.
was a staircase that was taken down, but yeah.
But
So
she said she had to rebuild this whole backside because it was burned.
yeah. Oh, right. There had been a major fire. That's right. That's right. I'd forgotten about that. That's what caused the devastation, really, was the fire. There had been a major fire. So, okay, go to the next one. Do we have any pictures of the
Definitely.
front of the house?
I did snag a couple of the front. I got one of the front, but it's a little hidden by the trees still
Oh, yeah, that's right. You couldn't really. I mean, that's the other thing about this house is that you could drive by this house 100 times or 1,000 times, and
and
Turquoise
never
I
see it.
probably have and never noticed it. But yeah, it's hidden by the trees. We'll be able to get a better shot of it come winter when the leaves are off the trees. But it's 3 stories. That top floor is that kind of owner's quality apartment that we had talked about.
Hmm.
It'll be her market rental.
Yeah, that's the 3 bed, 2 bath. And I
Mhm.
did get a really good picture of that vaulted ceiling she did for it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Probably, I don't know what it was. I guess it was just an attic when she took it over. It was hard to tell because the fire had destroyed most of it, but it almost could have been. I was thinking in the original build might have been a ballroom, but she said no, it was just an attic. So yeah, so this is kind of the open front room, and then the hallway to the back goes to the bathrooms and the bedrooms.
Yeah.
And there's
And
a
then the back stairs. So I think she said the kitchen will be over here,
yeah.
dining room here, and then living room in the
Yeah,
front.
the kitchen, living, dining is all going to be one big open area. So I'm not sure what the square footage of this. It's pretty good size. It's probably 1,800 square feet, something like.
At
Mhm.
least, with
Yeah.
the option to even vault or loft your bed because of how high those ceilings are, even in the bedroom.
Mhm.
Let's see, I got a couple more pictures, especially of that mural at the top of the ceiling when you walked in.
Oh, right. This is the ceiling of the entryway when you come in.
Yes.
Go back to your squares because there was a picture of the goldfish pond you had
Oh,
there.
yes, the koi pond.
Yeah.
That
So
was part of
cool.
the addition, I think, in the 20s.
Right. Yeah. What, or maybe even later, because we think that this used to be the driveway that where they would come in off the street to go to the speakeasy. So somebody maybe when the speakeasy closed down, maybe in
Mhm.
the late 30s or early 40s, put the koi pond in. But
And it's huge. The koi are alive.
it's a lovely outdoor. It will be a lovely outdoor area once it's all landscaped and everything. Okay, let's see what else you got.
All right. So we've got, oh, that's the other picture of the outside. I did get a really good picture of the tile in the entryway too.
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah. And
And
she'll
she's
be able to restore that.
Yeah, she said she can find like the little pieces that are missing. And it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
once that's cleaned up, it's gonna shine.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll have to do another go through again once she has it done. And we told
Yes.
her she should have a grand opening party, and we'll get the after pictures and what it'll look like, and that will be fun, won't it? Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I did snag a picture of the kitchen view from the
Oh,
back first
the
floor unit.
okay.
Take advantage of that ceiling height, which the whole building just had those ginormous ceilings. Like the ceiling at its shortest was like 10 and a half, 11 feet.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But
Yeah.
those huge windows in the back is just letting in so much light.
Yeah, and you can see on the right there is the coach house,
Yep.
and the garage is actually just a frame building on the left. You can't see it very well. You just kind of see the white. It's just a white frame. Must have probably been added, 30, 40 years ago. But
Yeah. And the apple tree is what's kind of clouding it right now.
mhm, yeah, it's got these huge apples in it. But I think she thought she was going to have to take it down the apple tree with it.
Oh, I hope not. I hope some pruning and then it's good to go.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, good. You got some great photos. Anything else we should look at, or have we kind of seen the good ones?
We've
Seen
seen the good ones. We've
the,
seen the good
all
ones.
right. Yeah, no, you did a great job. Good, 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 good. So yeah, so it's always kind of fun to see an old beauty come back to its beauty, its beauty be restored.
Yeah, it's heyday. And there were pocket doors galore
Yeah.
everywhere. And she's keeping all of the pocket doors, but where she had to make it into a unit, she framed it off. So you'll still be able to slide the door, it just won't go anywhere. And I
Yeah.
love that. That's gonna mess with people.
Right. So anyway, I thought it would be kind of fun to just show some of the things that are happening, and some of the creativity that people are using to create affordable housing, and how the city is actually helping some of that happen. So it's all good, and so that's that. But everybody have a great Thanksgiving holiday, and Wes will be back next week, and we'll
With a tan,
with a tan.
maybe.
Maybe, and we'll be back to our usual blather, and don't eat too much, but eat enough, and have a great Thanksgiving, and have fun with family, and we'll see you all next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.